Hello and welcome to Star Citizen! Yes, we're taking a first look at, well, what's available at the moment for Star Citizen. Now, for those of you who have not heard of this amazing upcoming title, it's by Chris Roberts. You might remember him from Wing Commander, Freelancer, those iconic, space sim games of, days gone by. Um, and basically, the story behind this game is Chris Roberts thought, it's time to have another good, detailed space sim. There's all this stuff that I want to do. The technology is there, but no, not developer, no, publisher really is going to back a game like this. So what he did was he went to the community. He went to Kickstarter. He also has his own crowdfunding, and he said, "Hey guys, let's raise some money. We'll try and get a couple of $1 million together. Show the big developers that there is support in the community for a PC title, a PC space sim." Well, his funding is now up to $25 million, to the point now where the game is entirely crowdfunded and he doesn't have to go to a developer. Yes, that's right. It's going to be a AAA crowd-funded indie project, and it's just going to be amazing. It's just going to be amazing. So, that's just a brief history of what's going on with Star Citizen. Now, what are we looking at the moment? Well, I paid $180, 180 real life of my coins, to get basically this ship, this hangar, and a bunch of stuff. Now, at the moment, really all I can do is walk around my hangar, look at my purty ship, and get in the cockpit. I can change my skin over there and look at some other cool looking things. But at the moment, basically, there's nothing in the game because it's all still in development. Um, but that's okay. I think it's really cool that they just did this for the people who are backing the game. Now, if you want to get involved in backing the project, head over to Robert Space Industries, link in the description. And from there, you can see basically all the packages which are available. Now, brief, what is the game going to be? What is it going to look like? Now, there is just a ton of information about this game. These guys are just being so completely transparent with the community. It's ridiculous. Every stage of development seems to just be being spoken about very openly. The decisions that are being made, they're very much listening to the community, making about the decisions they make as well, what people want in the game. So there is just a ton of information because really the community are the investors. So that's really who they have to answer to. I think that's how they're looking at it, and it's amazing. It's got the most amazing community of any game ever. A community which is willing to pay $25 million for a product that's probably not going to be available until 2015. Just crazy. Anyway, so what's the game going to be? It's going to be basically an open world sandbox space sim. There's going to be an official MMO universe, massive multiplayer online, so with thousands, I imagine tens of thousands of people all playing in the same universe. Then there's also going to be a single player campaign called Squadron 42, which you can play through that. And if you finish that, I think you get some rewards in the MMO universe in terms of your status with different factions and stuff. Basically, you become a citizen. It's all very Roman Empire for those of you who are familiar with that. A very cool idea. Finish the single player campaign, get some perks in the MMO, or you can just not do that. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. So then there's also going to be private servers as well, which is just awesome. So you can host your own private server. There's going to be mods and modding community, mod support and everything for that. So on your own little private server, you can do whatever you want, really. Just get a few of your friends together and, hang out, go, pirate and stuff. In game there's going to be a large number of ships available to you that you can get. It looks like any ship, I think I've heard of only one ship which you can pay real money for that won't be available in the game. I could be wrong about that. There's a whole discussion: is it pay to win? Blah blah blah. And look, maybe I'm probably not qualified to answer that, but basically any ship that you can buy, you can pretty much get in game. It'll just take you a bit longer to get there. And the idea is, at the moment is, of course, we're trying to fund this game to get it made. Um, yeah. So, and yeah, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be amazing. I was quite happy to part with that money to help this project, get done. And to be honest, I looked at this ship and just went, "Oh my God, I need to possess it." So, what is this ship? This is the Super Hornet, the F.A. something Super Hornet. I probably should have remembered exactly, the details and all that. But anyway, yeah, it's the FA Super Hornet, FA something Super Hornet. It's a variant on the Hornet design, and basically the idea is there's several versions of the Hornet available. There's like a stealth version, there's like a super fast version, but this is just a super heavy duty, near military spec fighter blow things up version of it. As you can see, you can look around your cockpit and everything. Can't take off at the moment, unfortunately. I just want those hangar doors to open and for me to enter the universe. But oh well. And yeah, this is got a few differences to the standard design. Apparently, it's a meter longer. So there you go. As you can probably see, there's that big ass turret on top, which is just wow. Look at that. And you can see here, it's actually, because that's me in the front cockpit, or the front seat, it's actually got two seats. So I imagine the person in the back is going to be able to control, some subsystems and stuff, navigation probably, and also the big turret thing. Look at those just dual chain guns. Oh my God, that just looks amazing. Yeah, just a very, very pretty looking ship. Just looks boss. If you look at the video of this thing actually flying around fighting, it's just, a stream of bullets and blasters and lasers just flying out the front. DPS must be very, very high. Cool looking ship. Okay, so what else should I talk about? I've spoken about the whole single player and everything and how it's crowd-funded. They're looking to the community for not just funding, but really to help make the game. There's stuff about, improve the lore at the moment, the history of the Star Citizen universe. They're doing stuff where the community can get in and, write up stuff, which is, I think, really cool. So go onto the website if you want to be a part of that. In the game, or on the multiplayer game, there's going to be, I guess even in the single player open world sandbox universe, there's going to be, all those classic tropes. If you've played EVE Online, I guess you could imagine there's going to be a lot of that sort of stuff, where it's just open world, so you can, join different factions, run missions, just go off by yourself and be a rogue pirate, or look, so many options. And you're also going to be able to build up a crew. So I could get another player to jump in the back seat here, or I can have an AI crew member man it, which is very cool. So I could have them, just shooting off that turret or whatever while I'm flying and, dog fighting and whatnot. It just sounds so much fun. But then again, you can get a mate, get them to jump in there, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very fun. So, yeah, exactly what did I pay $180 for? Well, I got this ship. I've got this business hangar. There's several different hangars available depending on how much you pay. And depending on how much you pay really depends on what you get. I think the smallest package available, I believe, is about $40, and that nabs you a nice little ship, but I don't think it gets you access to the alpha and beta. I should probably have checked that on the website. Oh well. Go over to the website, check it out. There's a $65 package which does nab you alpha and beta access. That I'm fairly certain of. There's still about 50,000 slots available for the alpha as of time of recording, and they've blown through. Well, they've got $25 million in funding. You can imagine how many alpha slots they've probably given away. So they're going quickly. In fact, just speaking about how much the community has funded the game, this October, which is just passed, has been their biggest month of funding yet. Now, this game's been around for a while and has been like available to get in on for quite some time, but they're just ramping up more and more speed. It just seems like there's no stopping this juggernaut. I mean, they keep putting forward these amazing stretch goals. One of the most recent ones, which I think they just passed or they're about to pass, is uh, kind of subsystem management on large capital ships. What does that mean exactly? It means that basically you can have different people manning, say, engineering or shield control, weapon systems and stuff. If you imagine FTL, that amazing indie title, if you have not played it, get on Steam, download it right now because you will love it. But imagine that except multiplayer, first person, people running around the ship, fixing things, doing stuff. So you have these, capital ship battles, and so keen, just so keen. So that's an example of the stretch goals, and there's more and more stuff coming out on those stretch goals all the time, and I think there's just going to be more and more content for this game. Constantly. The downside is it's not going to be available until 2015, which kind of makes me sad. Get excited. Just don't hold your breath. It's going to be a while till we actually get to get our hands on this game. Except the alpha, if you get alpha access, I do believe that gets you access to the dogfighter module, which is just going to be purely space combat. So you're not going to have access to the whole open world and everything. But I think in a couple of months, if you buy a ship, you're going to be able to fly out and fight some suckers in it, which is kind of why I got this ship, because it just looks like it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun to dogfight in. Yeah, so very, very keen for that. So yeah, look guys, I've only barely scratched the surface on what you can do in this game. Now, if you do buy a ship, you can melt it down for in-store credit and upgrade your ship, so get a bigger one or a better one or whatever, or just something that has just been released and you think looks sexy. It's going to be, because this is made for PC, it's not going to be held back by, cross-platform support for for consoles or anything. So that's really going to be built for high-end PC specs, I think. Oh, obviously, you're not going to have the, biggest and the best to play it on like minimum settings or anything, but I know I'm going to have to get a new computer. Oh, yes. That's okay. I enjoy the excuse to spend the money. And this game looks like it's going to be worth every penny. Okay, so let me just check. Is there anything else that I need to say? Look, I don't think so. If I mentioned the first... Oh, yeah, there's going to be first-person combat as well. So, you can get your blaster gun, board an enemy ship, kill the crew, steal their ship and all their cargo. It's gonna be so much fun. Just fly up, disable them, and whatnot. There's lots of different ships available. I should probably just go quickly into that. There's at the moment, look, I think there's probably about 10 ships or something available at the moment that you can purchase. This is the Hornet, and there's several variants on that. There's the Origin 300 something which is this cool looking little fighter ship. There's lots. There's a Constellation, which is to get the package with that, you have to pay $275 in real life money, or real life American money, to get that, and it's a big I don't know, would you call it a freighter? But it's a big ship. It's so big it's actually got a smaller fighter docked on it. It's like 5-person crew. It just looks sexy. Go check out the screenshots and stuff on the website because it's a beautiful looking ship. So I mean that's an example of how you can have multiple crew manning different stations to do different things. I think that's very cool. There's this little thing right here in the Hangar module. I thought I'd just point out. This is obviously going to be how you kit up with all your different weapons and everything on your ship. I mean, it's going to be an incredibly detailed game. If I step away from that, The light comes back, yeah. And check this out. I can even change my clothes. I think the computer's going to freak out trying to render the models. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new PC to play this game. As you can see, my frame rate's probably not fantastic. Anyway, guys, I believe that is everything that I probably need to say about the game at the moment. That's a brief overview of just, what this is going to be about, but I don't think I've done it justice. I think you should head over to the website and just have a look around. The purchase options can be confusing. Anything you buy at the store, by the way, is going to be available in the big MMO universe. So when you log into that, you're going to get the ship that you paid for, or the ships that you paid for. I believe the hangar as well that you've paid for. Or maybe not. I'm not sure about the hangar story, but yeah. So it only applies to that. If you log onto a private server or whatever, you're not going to have all these little perks that you've paid for. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, guys, look, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. I've just also created a Facebook page, so if you're interested in just getting updates on, look, everything, everything and anything gaming related, I'll be posting a lot of stuff, news, reviews, all that fun stuff. So yeah, if you want to check that out, I believe there should be a link in the description there or something. Yeah, guys, look, thanks so much for watching. Stick around. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.